So today we'll be discussing about modern periodic table and the different trends of various properties of elements across the period and along the group. In short, we will be discussing how the variation occurs in a period and in a group. So what is modern periodic table? Starting with the small introduction of modern periodic table, it was prepared by the scientist Niels Bohr and it is also called as the long form of periodic table. Here the elements are arranged in the basis of their atomic numbers, which is basically the number of electrons or the number of protons present in the neutral atom. The horizontal rows of the elements consist of periods and there are total 7 periods in the modern periodic table. The vertical columns in periodic table forms the groups and there are 18 groups in the modern periodic table and these groups are numbered as 1 going on till 18. Next we will be discussing the variation across the period or the variation of the properties of the element across the period, starting from the valence electron. The valence electron, as we move left to right, increases consecutively. Lithium has 1 electron, beryllium has 2 and boron has 3, which goes on consecutively increasing, ending till neon, which have 8 electrons and a noble gas configuration. Next we will be discussing about the atomic size. From left to the right, the atomic size decreases. Why does it decreases? Because as the number of electrons are increasing gradually within the same shell, the effective nuclear pull is increasing. Let me explain you further. Here the electrons are increasing and the corresponding protons are also increasing within the nucleus, which is increasing the force of attraction between the nucleus and the electron, and this pull is very strong, which decreases the size of the atom from left to the right. Next I will be discussing about the metallic character. Basically metals have the ability to lose electrons easily. As we move left to right, the metallic character decreases because as we move left to right, the ability to lose electron decreases because here the elements having 1 or 2 or 3 electrons in outermost shell would easily give up those electrons or would easily lose those electrons to gain the configuration of nearest noble gas, rather than the ones which already have the noble gas configuration would resist to lose those electrons. So left to right metallic character decreases. Therefore on the left we have metals and at the extreme right we have non-metals. Nature of oxides. We all know that metallic oxides are basic and the non-metallic oxides are acidic. So at extreme left we have basic oxides and on extreme right we have acidic oxide. Moving further, discussing the chemical reactivity. Chemical reactivity, it says first decreases and then increases, but we need to learn the reason behind that. The reason is these electrons or these elements having 1, 2, 3 electrons would easily lose those electrons. But as we move towards carbon, the ability to lose or to gain electron is equivalent because it has 4 electrons in its outermost shell. So it can either lose those 4 or it can gain 4 to have the noble gas configuration. We know that ultimate goal of all the atom is to gain stability. So it can achieve so by having the octet configuration. So here in case of carbon it has 4 electrons. So it would neither lose 4 electrons or gain the new 4 electrons. It would prefer sharing 4 electrons forming the covalent bond. So coming back to my point, the reactivity is first decreasing, and then when we go from carbon to nitrogen, the reactivity starts increasing, and thereby it increases till the halogen group, but the 17th group. But as we come to 18th group, the reactivity has no effect because they already have the noble gas configuration. So these were the trends which are followed by the elements across the period. Now we will be discussing about the trends within a group. Trends down the group, starting with the valence electron. As we move down the group, the number of valence electron or the number of electrons in the outermost shell remains the same for particular group. Here we have the example of the elements of group 1. As we move from lithium to potassium, the number of electrons in the outermost shell is same. There is no change. Coming to the atomic size. Atomic size increases down the group, and it increases due to the increase in number of shells. That is, for lithium we have here 2 shells, and for sodium it has 3 shells, and potassium has 4 shells, and so on. So basically the size is increasing as we move top to bottom within a group. Next is the metallic character. The metallic character also increases because it has a good reason. Let me explain you. As we move down the group, the number of shells are increasing, and the effective nuclear charge decreases due to increase in the distance, because the nuclear force varies inversely with the square of distance. So as the distance is increasing, the nuclear force is decreasing, or nuclear pull is decreasing, thereby allowing the outermost electron to move freely, or we can easily remove the outermost electron, and the metallic character is increasing. Coming to the nature of oxide, as the strength is increasing down the group, strength of metallic character is increasing down the group, but the nature is not changing. I mean that as we move down the group, or we say at the top of the group and at the bottom of the group, we have metals, only metals. So since the nature is not changing, so nature of oxide is also not changing. It will be basic oxide. That is, the metallic oxides are basic, so it will be the basic oxide. Similarly, for non-metals, the nature for the first element of the group and the last element of the group would remain the same. That is, they will behave like non-metals, so their oxides will also be acidic in nature. Next, moving to chemical reactivity. The chemical reactivity for metals and the ability to lose electron for metals down the group, it increases. So chemical reactivity increases. Basically, chemical reactivity is related to lose or gain of electron. So metals have the ability to lose electron easily, and this ability increases down the group. So the chemical reactivity increases down the group. But in case of non-metal, it decreases. For non-metal, chemical reactivity means they have how much ability they have to gain the electron. So as we move down the group, in case of non-metals, the nuclear pull towards the outermost shell, or for the electrons to enter in the outermost shell, is very less, because the nuclear pull towards the outermost shell becomes less, and it have the ability or less ability to attract more electron towards it. So the non-metallic chemical reactivity decreases down the group, and that of metals is increasing. Evaluate what you have learned so far. The link to the test is given in the description below. Enroll yourself today at Cerebral Science Academy for life comfortable learning. You can also contact us on our contact number 9311517934. You can email us on info.cerebralscience@gmail.com. Keep learning. Thank you.